Naga Miss Khobar, Nagaland Power Minister, KG Kenye Para 2.4 megawatts Duilumroi small hydro project to Poilwa village, Paran district te 23rd May 2025 te suru kuri di she. Etu homoe te kotha koi kina, Minister Kenye Para koi she Nagaland 260 saal upar hoy she aru etia b 26 megawatts power generation hekuri bo pari ashe jote pradesh te choto danga nodi khan para dorkari energy tu bana bo pare. Minister Kenye Para engineers के challenge कुरिशे की प्रदेश लगा power generation capacity to 12 बोल दे काल खान एटू जगह खान तो बिक्री राखी बोल आगे additional chief engineer civil विस्को डेरी पारा project technical report भागपुरी शे अनु secretary power असंगला एसपी chief engineer TNG कासो चिजी अनु chief engineer TNG retired पेंड्रगन यखन पारा भी engineers खान के उत्साहपुरी शे Chief Engineer Nitobi A. Watta Para Program Chair Puri She, K. Zillian Pastor Baptist Church Poilwa Village Para Pradhana Puri She, Additional Chief Engineer DIR, Adomosin Zamir Para Dhanyawad Di She, Global Portal A. N. Anishe Aru Amit Khan Logo Day First Time Arya Khan Ke Channel to subscribe, like Aru Share Puri Kina Hudai Jani Ki Na Tha Ki Bo Le Anurod Puri Ashe.
Now, the English news. Nagaland Minister for Power, inaugurated the 2.4 megawatts Duilumroi small hydro project (SHP) in Poilwa village, Paran district on 23rd May 2025. Speaking at the inaugural function, Minister Kenye said in more than 60 years of statehood, Nagaland have only 26 megawatts power generation while there are many prospects with so many streams and small rivers where the state can generate its requirement of energy. Minister Kenye challenged the engineers to continue identifying untapped hydroelectric sites across the state, emphasizing the urgent need to expand the state's generation capacity to meet its growing energy demands. Additional Chief Engineer Civil Visco Deri gave the technical report of the project while Secretary of Power Department, Asangla Hindi, Chief Engineer DNG Kasu Chishi, and Chief Engineer DNG retired, Penrikun Yanthan also exhorted the gathering. The program was chaired by Chief Engineer Nitobi A. Watsa, while K. Zillian, Pastor Baptist Church Poilwa Village offered invocation and Additional Chief Engineer D&R, R. Lobosin Zamir tendered the vote of thanks. Khobar Borner brings the details with a request to our first-time viewers to subscribe, like and share our channel to always remain informed.
At the outset, I give all glory and honor to our Creator, Almighty God, for blessing us with this Duilumroi project and also bringing us together to this place to participate to the inaugural program of this project. I'll read out the order of program. Invocation prayer to be pronounced by Pastor Kudengambe Jelang, Pastor of Poilwa Baptist Church. Unveiling of flag and inauguration of 2.4 megawatt Duilumroi small hydro project to be unveiled and inaugurated by our Honorable Minister of Power. Technical report will be presented by Engineer Visa Kotere, Additional Chief Engineer Civil. Short speech will be delivered by Engineer Kasochishi, Chief Engineer Transmission and Generation, followed by speech from our Secretary Power, Madam Asangla Inti, then inaugural speech by our special guest, Honorable Minister, vote of thanks to be pronounced by Engineer R. Lobosong Jamir, Additional Chief Engineer DNR. To begin with our program, I call upon Pastor Kudengambe Jelang to please come over and invoke God's blessing.
Psalm chapter 100, verse 3, 5. Rampoge tiwang le gachu madoge nsung tadiso pa ani je tilu na ani beku ani beminadu ani pemorun hau rampogo ile begeku o kelungta na cái sầm sầm ở cái lùng ta băm là partner kuriwa mo bikine tige gai tinge ga bam apitingwa nzai le na nai aida aram pulu nam hani ani dige Duilumroi dige hydro project ke tilugra nang batingi I kai popo he hanai aida ta te changlu dalo ani kiwe toye nji di jerang tin du kra jebne nguang ke bam tiwam le nang le samlam se ne gai boy anu naga me timbung ka kini je minister be na pekan ke bam me ka ta ke hiwle de ai de zen lum me nguang e toye tin te lung toye de la ta te kra jebne da hanai ke kang bawa nguang che te lo ka bam tiwam le hiwle da nang bam ka do be tilo de ram pobe Nazareth me Jesus Christa jite ike mobile de ani de kene jemna ange kilare amen.
Now, as a token of love and appreciation, we would like to give bouquet to our esteemed VIP, honorable MLAs and minister. So I call upon our Madam Secretary to kindly come and do the honor. As I read out, I would like the guests to take the bouquet. I call upon our Honorable Minister Power, Sri Kenye, to kindly accept the bouquet. Next, lady wave of our Honorable Minister. Next, Honorable MLA Sri P. Longon. Next, Honorable MLA Sri Nuplu Toshi. Next, Honorable MLA and Advisor Dr. Nisa Tomero. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Honorable MLA Sri Bangti Pom. Now we have come to the second part of our program, that is the most important one. It's unveiling of plaque and inauguration of 2.4 megawatt Duilumroi small hydroelectric project. I call upon our special guest, Honorable Minister, to kindly unveil the plaque and then to do the ribbon cutting of inauguration of this project.
I obviously, as a eternal man, hereby inaugurate 2.4 megawatts Duilumroi mini hydro project. Good luck.
We have two machines, and as you now these days everything is so automated. You just have to press with the help of this stylus, you have to press a button and it will take its own course of starting. And we have two, so our Honorable Minister will start this first mission. And the other mission, I request our Honorable MLA, Mr. P. Longbong. Yes, sir, sorry. To the water. So you should be
Press the below one. The lower one. Yes.
So now, so now that the process of starting the machine has begun, and that valve will open, the yellow kind of box you will see. So it will take some time, about a minute or so, to slowly open it because it has to be given in control. So start and you can see the reason. And so whatever is there is being displayed here also. And of course, I think this is very small for our eyes. That's the big TV screen, I think. And as it starts moving, the display will display the RPM. So you can pick up a particular speed, then after that you develop a voltage, and it will start. Just be a little patient. It's starting movement. Start the second mission also. Yes.
Please come. Yes. Yeah.
So it will take almost the same time. 60 seconds.
After this, Ministerial will instruct switch off.
Now I call upon Engineer Visako Tere, Additional Chief Engineer Civil, to present the technical report of the project.
A brief technical report of this project to present on this 23rd May 2025. The project was conceptualized as a run-of-the-river small hydroelectric project in this Duilumroi River. The project is about 45 kilometers away from Kohima in Poilwa village land under Peren district. This Duilumroi River originates from Jabu mountain ranges, which is about 11 kilometers from this location in the east and flows towards west into Barak and Brahmaputra basin. With favorable geographical and topography and availability of water in the catchment area of about 43 square kilometers, and also since it has more rainfall than the average rainfall of the state, the project is designed for an installed capacity of 2.4 megawatt with net height, that is the vertical drop height of 165 meters, and the design discharge, that is water flow, of 1.72 Qmax to generate 11.195 million units at 60% plant load factor. The project consists of 9 major components. The first one is the diversion where we couldn't reach this morning, having 16 meter inland, a small desilting tank, power channel of 500 meter inland, forebay having 4 minute detention period, spillway of 70 meter inland, penstock of 800 mm diameter and 650 meters inland, with its ancillaries such as 12 anchor blocks and several saddle blocks. The 7th major component is this powerhouse, which is 35 meters inland, 15 meters in breadth, and 9 meters in height, housing 2 high-head Pelton turbines and 2 1.2 megawatt generators. This powerhouse is approximately at 1,450 meters above mean sea level, which is same as traffic point at Kohima's War Cemetery. The 8th major component is the tail race that is behind this powerhouse, through which the water is flushed out back into the river. The last major component is the substation. It is 33 by 11 kV substation and is grid connected and synchronized, and is evacuated through 33 kV transmission line to Kohima via Zurza. The total project cost of the project is 40.29 crore, out of which rupees 21.25 crores is civil works, 14.42 crores is electromechanical works, 3.99 crores is for 33 kV evacuation transmission line. With a project completion cost of 40.29 crores, an annual generation of 11.95 million units at 60% PLF, plant load factor, the unit generation cost works out to rupees 5.51 paisa per unit, implying the saving to the exchequer of about 6.5 crore annually from power purchase on ideal situation. The break-even point of capital recovery, in which case will be achieved in 7 or 8 years of commissioning this project. Development of this project was taken on the already acquired, department acquired land, and therefore has not involved any additional expenditure on land acquisition. The project physical activities and construction started in April 2021 by awarding the major component of the works to Hyderabad-based firm Mrs. Prakriti Technique Private Limited on EPC contract mode. And other petty works were carried out through local contractors, and here we are today, commissioning the project after a little over 4 years. The project was technically commissioned on 11 December 2024 and was put on trial run mode until yesterday. It has generated 3,67,800 units, implying a saving of power purchase for about 20,22,900 rupees. Last but not the least, the development of this small hydro project is in line with GOI guidelines to enhance capacity addition under generation sector, which is also a move towards meeting the renewable energy purchase obligation of the state. Thank you and good day to all.
I would like to bring to the notice of this August gathering that this Duilumroi project has come thus far because of the support and cooperation rendered by nearby villages, especially Pulwa village, under the dynamic leadership of Pulwa village chairman. Our Pulwa village chairman want to take time, so I request him to come and take time.
Kindly bear with me. We are also privileged to have this 2.4 megawatt Duilumroi small hydro project in Pulwa village again. However, please don't get hurt by what I speak. This is the sentiment of my village. This is the voice of my village. We were given the privilege to have this hydro project in Pulwa. But however, while seeing in the program, we were also not included. At the same time, even in the inaugural marble stone, we would like to have the 2.4 MV Duilumroi HSP Pulwa. And when we see over that board also, we would like to have the name of Pulwa, because I think every village, whatever project it comes, every government, every department should at least acknowledge the village by inserting the name of the village. That's what I want to point out. And in a small way, we have also tried to help the department in spite of their short time, in spite of their request. We have also tried to contribute all our means and resources to the department also. Whatever lagging may be there, shortcoming may be there, we also apologize for all the shortcoming and whatever had not been done properly. And while trying to remind the Department of Power of this Duilumroi hydro project way back in 1990, there was an agreement between the villages and the Department of Power that this agreement should be reviewed, will be reviewed by 30 years, after 30 years. So far, it has already passed 35 years. That's why the villagers want to request the department also. At the same time, we will also be coming to the department that the department should revisit this agreement. Whatever agreement has been made between the department and the villagers has been kept known to the department only. For the ignorance of the villagers, we have not also able to garner that agreement also. That's why we want to request the department that the 1990 agreement between the villagers and the power department should be revisited. And at the same time, the villagers also will come to the department to also see whatever agreements had been made in 1990, so that we can also come for revision or review of the agreement. That's what I want to request the department. In the meantime, since we don't have much time, we want to also place an application and represent to our honorable minister. But after this program or at the last time, we will hand over the application. Thank you.
Poilwa village. Now I give time to Engineer Kashotishi, Chief Engineer Transmission and Generation, for short speech.
This project was started in the month of April 2021 with a target of completing it within 36 months. We tried our best and everything went smoothly, but as you all know, the terrain, we also saw few geological surprises, and because of that, our project was a little delayed, but I would say in reality it was not really that delayed. The major one was the damage on our power channel by landslide due to flash floods in 2022. So it damaged a good portion of our completed power channel, and so that we had to take the work a little behind. Nevertheless, we completed in 2024 December and was technically commissioned on 11th. That was testing and rolling of the machines. We did it on 11th December 2024. Like our technical expert has given the report, our completion cost of the project came to 40.29 crores. Actually, it was a little lesser than that, but because of the change in law, like the GST enhancement from 12 to 18% for the works, one main factor was that, and as I said, few surprises here and there, some additional works had to be taken up, and therefore it was revised. Now, as he said, the cost of the generation is about 5 rupees and 50 paisa. But it is still very, very competitive, sir. It is still very competitive with the rate that we are purchasing from outside to meet the state power demand. The average cost of power purchase is still very comparable to this project, and more importantly, it gives us energy security. So I would say that we have to view more from that angle. And the project capacity is 2.4 megawatts, and it is connected to the state grid. It is injected, the power generated is directly injected to the state grid through a 33 kV line, which is dedicated for this project. Just for the understanding of everybody, this project is a 2.4 megawatt capacity project. So roughly it can, if you compare, it can supply about 1/10 of Kohima city. So I think that is how I will try to make people understand. It can give power supply, electricity power supply to 1/10 of Kohima city during peak hours. We would like to place on record our gratitude and thanks to the state government for a smooth flow of funds. So since the project started, we had received funding for the projects on installments, but it was very regular, and there was never a case where we had delayed our work because of the fund constraints. So we would like to thank the state government and the planning and the finance department for understanding our issues and making us complete the project on time. I would like to say here that yes, all other infrastructures are important, but infrastructure like this, it doesn't only give service to the people, but it also generates revenue for the state. And I think that is how we view the project. This project is designed for 40 years. And so 40 years, if we calculate the revenue that it is generating, I think it is really worth the expenses that we have made for the project. I want to thank, sincere thanks to the village council of Poilwa and its offshoot villages. Sir, they have given us 100% cooperation. In fact, I have always been saying that this is one project where we have not seen any obstacles from the villagers. And in fact, they were protecting our contractors as well from various elements sometimes. And I wish to put on record that your assistance to us is kept in our mind and it will be on our records. I just want to apologize what our village chairman has said. We had too much of a program, I think, this week, and so we skipped off those important additions to be made. So on behalf of the department, I seek apology, and I will assure you that whatever rectification is to be made, we will do it. So please accept that. Regarding the agreements that you are talking about, we can sit down together and we will have a look. And our secretary, madam, is here. Our honorable minister is here. We will put up the issues to them, and definitely we will come to an agreement, which is a win-win situation for both the department and the village. So that is what I can say on that. We also have to definitely thank our contractors. Our project contractor is Mrs. Prakriti Techniques from Hyderabad. Their MD is here, Mr. Srinivas. And our transmission line contractors were Mrs. L. McKent and Mrs. McAvo. So I want to thank all of you for keeping the timelines, especially to Prakriti. Mrs. Prakriti, I want to say something like this. We have argued, we have debated, we even quarreled and fought at times, but it was all in the interest of the project. And how unpleasant or unsavory those incidences might have been at that period of time, I think it was because of those debates and those quarrels, it made us stronger as a team to finally see the light of the day for the project. So thank you very much, and do not mind for all those previous incidences that we have been having. Very importantly, I have earlier mentioned also, but as far as this project, I would say the pioneers of this project, Engineer Shikato Sema, during whose tenure as Engineer-in-Chief, this project was started, and Engineer Penrithang Yanpan, our Chief Engineer, retired Chief Engineer, who they conceptualized this project and fought against all odds to see the implementation of the project. So again today on completion, as we informed you, you came. We're so thankful to you, sirs. So with this, I thank everyone, and I once again also welcome you, and thank you everyone.
Now I would like to give a short time to our retired Chief Engineer, Engineer Penrithang Yantan.
I was just thinking that I should give a small update of how we started this project. I'm also happy that today this program has been organized so well by Engineer Kasho that the new recruits of the department are here. I think they're here. If you can just raise your hands so that we all can see. And today, again, I'm also extremely happy that Sir Longwan is here. This is the second project from 2007 to 2018. 19. I took over from Engineer Netovi as EE. So 11 is a good number of years. I used to frequently visit this place. I love this place so much. So I used to come over, nothing much to do. We were running that off-grid 540 kilowatt project. So I used to sit in the rest house, read books, whatever. So not only the places, but I found the river quite interesting. There was one small project here, 100 kilowatt project. So I thought, why not make it one? I'm not a civil engineer, but I had a very good friend, Engineer Bisako Terrier. We were always together discussing about the technical things. Then, as EE generation, this was conceptualized, and then we made a TBR. The TBR that we made was 2.5 megawatt. Then I got promoted, and I was posted as SE revenue. So I think that time SE generation was Engineer Batali. He also encouraged me a lot. He told me, Henry, just go ahead with the TBR preparation. He was supporting me a lot. Then I was, as I said, I was SE revenue, so I had no role in the transmission and generation. But one fine day, when the state plan was being prepared, because the documents, it's both TNR and TG are same, I saw something. Something in the sense that there was it was already in the works program for revival of the Telangsao project and then Zeta project. And quite a good amount of money was placed. The time my Sir Engineer Shikado was there as chief engineer. So I ran down to him, sir, let us not take up this project. Revival of these two projects, Telangsao and Zeta. So I think I must have really troubled him. But I'm so very thankful to him, he understood my voice. So I told him that let us take up this 2.5 megawatt project. It was 2.5 because the TPO was 2.5. Then he had a hard time because reappropriation was not easy. So he took it up for reappropriation, and then several times we had to attend the planning plan discussion. He also faced a lot of harassment, I think, humiliation also, for putting this project in the state plan. Because Telangsao and Zeta projects, those two projects were constructed when the grid was not okay. It is off the grid project. So revival of those two projects, for me, I thought those were like dead bodies lying in the morgue. We can't even bury it. So it was all meaningless. So that's how this project was included in the reappropriated to be taken up in the state plan 2020-21. Then fortunately, I never thought I'll come and then handle this project. But God is so good. I got promoted and then came down as additional chief engineer transmission and generation. That time, this project, the 2.5 megawatt had become 2.1 megawatt. So I thought this is not okay, because I know the river and I had my own way of looking at things, which I have discussed several times with Engineer Bisabo, and then he appreciates the way I look at the river. We have to take the monsoon discharge. Why look at the this crisis discharge? We are not going to get any benefit from that. So I did my own analysis, and then we revised the TPR to 2.4. 100 kilowatt, we just kept it like that. So we made it 2.4, which was accepted by our Indian chief, Engineer Shikado, because he was a ANC. Then, since there was a lot of doubt on this project, people thought that this was a lie. This project was a lie. But today it's a reality. It's not a lie. So after becoming additional chief engineer, just 1 month before I took over as chief engineer from Engineer Moji, this work order was issued on 28th March 2021. So that's how this project was taken up. There were a lot of negative forces, which I will not mention everything, but two important things that I wanted to mention. Some are natural, like the cloudburst which affected the power channel. And at one point of time, one excavator rolled down the cliff, but fortunately no loss of life. So these were the external negative forces that we faced. Internally also, there were a lot of problems. Some it is inherent in the system, some were created. But I must appreciate the two executive engineers, Engineer Mengtumuli, E Generation, and Engineer Neka, and the team. They have really been dedicated and committed to complete this project. Like I said, the beauty of this project, it's a phenomenal achievement of the department. 3 years and 6 months. I would say 3 months, because right after the issue of the work order, we lost several months because of the second COVID lockdown. Some 4 or 5 months, the engineers were affected by COVID. They could not do anything, they could not travel, laborers would not come. So around 6 months was lost during the COVID. And another beauty of this project, this is 100% funded under state resources. Let us keep that in mind, under state resources. That is the beauty of this project. There was no delay in release of fund, like Engineer Kasha said. So, from my side as a retired chief engineer, allow me to thank the finance department, planning department, and our honorable CM, who understood, who acknowledged the importance of this project.
Now we'll come to the order of our program. So I give time to our Secretary Power, Madam Asanglaim TIS, to come and take her time.
Today is a red letter day for the department. I'd like to congratulate all the past engineers and present engineers for making this happen. It is because of your hard work, your diligence, that we are sitting here and enjoying the achievement. I would like to just dwell on 1-2 points only. For sustaining this project, we have earlier we have another 2 projects along the Hawk, right, and we have only 4. Therefore, we have our own history there. Now, the Duilumroi project, this project, for sustainability of this project, I think the catchment area should be protected, because forest area coverage, as you all know, because of this only this the natural, we are getting this the river flow. So therefore, I'd like to request our villagers here, neighboring villages, where the department is extremely grateful to the neighboring villages. I have heard stories about your help, your assistance during difficult times, and we would like to request you to extend your assistance in future too. Now, for the catchment area to be protected, I think forest cover should be maintained, and for that, I think our department needs to sensitize and coordinate with the neighboring villages and grow trees. Now we have 52 acres, as per record. We have 52 acres of land here. Earlier, when it was acquired, 13 acres was under forest cover and 39 acres under jum cultivation. Therefore, in total, we have 52 acres. That's a huge land. Therefore, our department can upkeep and maintain not only this small hydro project, not only this project, but maintain the terrain, the topography of the our land. That is one which I wanted to request. Now, this project, as the former speakers have said, is the most convenient project in terms of accessibility, in terms of connectivity, and of course it's a departmental land without any issues and with the existing transmission lines. Now, therefore, we should run and manage effectively this small hydro project that we are inaugurating today as a model project, small hydro model project of the department. Besides the main objective of meeting the renewable purchase obligation and hydropower purchase obligation, let us all try to, maintain and improvise upon this project. Keep it as a model project for everyone to see. Now, also, I just want to emphasize on the identification of small hydro projects and mini hydro projects by the department. We should be very careful. We should take lessons from past stories, past experiments on mini hydro project and development of mini hydro project and small hydro project, and we should identify only those which are viable, sustainable, and cost effective. For a state like ours with acute financial constraint coupled with very poor generation, engineers should be wary during identification, survey, and investigation. Our state have ample scope for developing mini and small hydro projects, and we should focus more on this. We are all aware that development of generation project is a priority for the department to relieve the burden of the state, financial burden of the state, besides other compliances and energy security. Therefore, with the completion and commissioning of this 2.4 megawatt Duilumroi, I hope the department will be able to develop more small hydro project in the years to come. And if we can make this as a model hydro project, small hydro project, I'm sure our state government also, finance department also will, without any hesitation, give us fund. Therefore, let us try to work harder, upkeep this project. Let us not hear that after 2 years, after 10 years, after 15 years, this Duilumroi ito abandon o isi nakanukuri bule. So let us try to work harder. In the end, lastly, I would like to really congratulate the villagers as well as our department officers, both civil and electrical wing, to successfully complete this project. And within a very short time, I was just going through the secretariat file of the Duilumroi project, Duilumroi file. The paperwork it started in the year 2020, and the 2021 that year was a fast-paced. Everything. There was so many protocols to complete, formalities to complete, but the department have earnestly taken up, and within 1 year, you have done everything. You got ministerial approval, you got sanction, everything. So it was really done speedily, and therefore 1 year was gone in paperwork. I think 2 years and some months on construction. Therefore, it's a record-breaking construction, I should say. Therefore, congratulations again, and let us all try to upkeep the maintenance and generate optimum energy to the fullest from this project. With these words, I thank every one of you, and God bless all of us.
To the most important part of our program, and that is inaugural speech delivered by our special guest, Honorable Minister Power. Sir, you may please come and take it on.
I am very excited today, extremely excited, after becoming the Minister of Power in our state. I was hoping that I would see the inauguration of few projects to be executed by our department. I think former speakers have said, but such
run-of-the-river hydro projects are also not easy to construct. I had a stint of being a part of one such mini hydro project in my village, Chizame, a few years back with our former chief engineer in chief, Mr. Moore. And so I know a little bit about the basics of this hydroelectric project, the construction part. Today, after all those paperwork, the actual practical construction period, I must say it is impressive. It could be completed just over a little over 2 years. And in a kind of topographical location, it is not very easy. And a lot of time is wasted in transportation. So, completing it in 2.5 years' time is a very, very impressive time. And we hope that other contractors and other project initiators also learn a few things from here. We are so grateful, so proud of the department, starting from the top to the bottom, involving all our technicians and other staffs, with whose effort we see the day of light for this project. We have not many big hydro project capacities and prospect. But in this God-given land, we have the best of locations and natural resources which must be tapped. Capacities will vary, but in terms of small, mini hydro projects, I think we have so many prospects and so many streams and small rivers where we can generate our requirement of energy. In more than 60 years of statehood, we have only 26 megawatts so far. Population is increasing, and the demands for energy is increasing, but we are unable to meet the requirements of our own citizens of our state. Now, this is one area which has to be flagged with a red ink. And on one footing, I think we have to work harder to do all we can to tap energy which is just flowing down to the oceans in the other parts of the world. So, as has been said by the former speakers, I would throw a challenge to our engineers that we have so many potential areas which we have to pick up again. And I was under the impression that it was the Northeastern Council who had financed this project, at least partly. But I'm really very grateful to know that this has been funded solely by our state government, despite being cash-strapped, despite being so poor, where so many other areas demand financial support. Our government has been able to continuously give us the necessary amount which was needed. All true. For which I place on record our gratitude to our Chief Minister, Mr. Rio, Dr. Rio, who had been occupying that position as the Finance Minister for a long time. Friends, today I insisted that all my party president and all my party office bearers, my private secretaries and political assistants must come today to see what our department does. I insisted that my wife also cancel her Dimapur trip and come with us today. My son, my children, all should come and see how the power department manufactures, generate this power, this line. Because there we have all seen transmission lines, we see distribution installations and stations, but this is the first time that for many of us are seeing how today generating water, tapping its resources and transforming it into energy and putting it out in the grid which supplies our requirements. So seeing is believing. We are here as the Minister Power, and if my colleagues and my family does not know what my department is doing, I thought that was very, very incomplete. So we are grateful that this has been a demonstration, first-hand demonstration, and seeing the actual way of tapping nature's resources has been demonstrated. We are grateful. We are grateful for all the arrangement that the department and our local village council of Pola, Anugbe and the others have been working for weeks together, I think. I was just looking at all this hay, the bamboo, the natural poles, trees here, everything, all these stage arrangements, this shade, the freshly cut, cleaning of the compound and the roads. It has taken you a lot of time. I think months have gone in here. And also the people who have come as advance parties to prepare the foods and other things for us. Thank you all so much. It's been a long time, very long time since we have this breeze, natural breeze on our face, the sound of the stream, fresh water streams flowing down and sitting in an organic arrangement, I must say, in situ, a natural in situ location. Thank you for this wonderful time. And as the chairman of the Pola village have stated, I too place on record our deepest apologies to the council that there was an oversight in the arrangements. You have every right to be particular because Nagas, every village is an independent republic, like the Greco-Roman area where we are sovereign in our own defined territory. And here, department has been telling me ever since I came as Minister 2023, that Pola village, Hedungbe village, they are extending so much cooperation. They are so good. They protect our contractors. They give assistance in every way. This is one of the finest villages where the power department has ever worked. In any part of Nagaland, you will say. At this time, you would have seen how our smart metering problem, power failures and rooftop problem, all these things came up together, and on the press, on the ground, officially, unofficially, our department, top officers, everyone was engaged in trying to mellow down all these uprisings. So perhaps it was a human error for which I apologize. We will we will take down this plaque and replace it after having appropriately approved by the council the exact type of wordings, languages, whatever you want to write, and in the earliest possible time we will affix it again. I am prepared to come and inaugurate it again. God bless. Good day.
I call upon Engineer R. Lobosang Jamir, Additional Chief Engineer, Distribution Revenue, to come and pronounce vote of thanks.
It is my great honor to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. First, I would like to thank Almighty God for the success of today's inaugural event. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to Mr. Kuitik Wambe Ziliang, pastor of the Baptist Church in Poilwa Village, for the invocation. On behalf of the department, I express gratitude to our Honorable Minister for Power and Parliamentary Affairs, Sir Kenye, for taking time from his busy schedule to join us. Your inspiring advice motivates us to strive for self-sufficiency in power generation and a sustainable power sector. Thank you, sir. Special thanks to the village chairman and council members of Poilwa village for their warm hospitality, and to the dignitaries, elected members accompanying our Honorable Minister, whose presence has enhanced this occasion. I acknowledge E.R. Kosesale, NEARC Chairman, and retired ENC Shikato Sema, and Vitoshi Rochel and Nakro for making this event meaningful. Additionally, we appreciate E.R. Pinri for his initiative in reviving this project, and E.R. Kasho Chishi for his leadership in achieving this milestone. Finally, let's thank the officers of the Hydel and Generation Divisions and the EPC. EPC means Engineering, Procurement and Commissioning. EPC contractors, Prakati Technique, and also Elmecam and Mekao for commissioning in record time these power projects and the evacuation infrastructure. And relentlessly effort and quality workmanship in bringing their project to completion. And with this, we draw this inaugural function to a closure. Thank you.